What's going on, everybody? Lewis here. For one, I wanted to apologize first thing for not uploading in a couple of days. That is all my fault. I got bronchitis, and it's been pretty bad, so I haven't been really feeling too good. The only thing I've really been able to do is live stream because I don't have to take time to edit and all that, and I can just do as I go along on that. So I have been live streaming a decent amount recently. That's what I've been doing instead of uploading for the past couple of days because I've been sick. But it seems to be coming to an end, my sickness, so I can start uploading again. But I just wanted to apologize for that little delay of a couple of days. So this video is going to be a discussion video about the new PvP, the future of PvP, I like to call it. Because with the new spells, the new Q, and I think the third age actually is coming out pretty fast actually. So yeah, so I just wanted to discuss, I guess, the future of PvP, and how I think the new spells and the new Q have affected it so far, and my opinion on it, and all that. So, for one, I'm going to start off talking about the new spells. So, the new spells are extremely overpowered. As you guys know, each one is 5 pips and does the damage of a 9 pip spell. So, for one, I'll go ahead and show you. Here's the death one, Call of Cthulhu. So that does 830 damage. It's the same as a Dr. Von, but it's basically a Dr. Von to all. For half the pips, it's really insane. I mean, the one Shadow Pip, people barely even use their Shadow Pips, because you can get up to 2 now, and not a lot of people use Dark Nova or Dark Fiend or the Shepherd. Not a lot of people use those in PvP unless they're Jade. But people that hit, they usually only use one Shadow Pip to Shrike. So the other Shadow Pip can just be used for one of these new spells, and Shadow Pip chance is actually pretty high. You get Shadow Pips all the time, and it's actually really, really insane how much damage these spells can do from basically nothing. And I see that as a problem because I was testing out PvP, going into matches at around this rating, 1,000 rating, and I would be getting matches where I'd be winning the whole match. I'd be full health, and they'd be 1,000 health, and they'd have a couple pips, and I'd be okay, there's no way. I'd be okay, I got this game. And most of the time, I always go second. I would always go second in these matches, these test matches, I guess. But the thing would be I would be winning completely, and they'd have a blade and no pad. I'd be they can't kill me. I'm full health. Out of nowhere, they would oh, this. I'd say the fire one did it. This one fire crit on me with a new spell out of nowhere, and I had 312 fire block, and the guy had 340 crit. It was really stupid, and he just brainlessly crit on me, and it just ended the game. So I think the new spells should be no PvP, to be honest, because they are way too overpowered. For 5 pips, you can change the whole course of the entire match. So if you're winning the entire time, boom. If they get that one Shadow Pip, and you can lose the whole match, even if you have the whole thing under control. I think it's quite stupid because it makes PvP a whole lot less skill and a whole lot more RNG, random number generator, which is basically just random crits or random this and that. That's basically what RNG is. It's just the randomness of the game. And I think all the new spells should be no PvP because they're perfect for farming and all of that. But to be honest, for PvP, I don't think they're that. I think they're a little unfair because it can literally change the entire match with one click of a card. And also, with the ice spells, the ice spell is another thing that is the damage of a Lord of Winter actually, and for half the pips, it's insane. The fire one is pretty good. The storm one isn't. Well, the ones I don't really have a problem with, being 1v1 actually, is the myth one and 1v1 is fine. Storm one, the death one obviously, even though it can be annoying. The balance one's overpowered, and mostly all the single hits are way too good for 1v1, and all the multi hits are way too good for a team. It's so little pips for so much damage. So yeah, in my opinion, I think they should be, all of them should be no PvP. And the main reason I'd say is because if you guys thought lore spamming was bad, then you got another thing coming, because you can spam these spells. Like, I know people that have spam, you know, just spells in general, like people that spam lore, or like spam satyrs or heals or whatever, and they're like 4 pips. For like literally 1 more pip than that, they can just use this new spell. And the one time I was fighting this life at around 900 rating on a balance. I fought her 3 times, and every single time I went second. And the whole every one of those matches, I was in control the entire match from second. I had infections on her. She wasn't healing the whole time. I was just in control. She was really low. She had like probably 1200 health, and I was at like full, maybe a couple damage off. And I was just controlling the entire match. And then out of nowhere, the person has like 2 shadow hips. They use the new spell. It does like, they have a blade on. Did around like 2200 no crit, and I was like, wow. And then they got the absorb because they were life, and then the next turn they did it again, and then didn't do the same amount because they didn't have a blade. Did around like 15, and then I was really low. I only had like another like 1200 left because these new spells are ridiculous. And then the next turn they got another shadow pip, and then they just used it again. And the person literally, like 3 turns in a row, just legitimately spammed the new spell on life, and it was very, very obnoxious, and I couldn't see any less of a skilled match in my entire life. It's just, all the new spells should definitely be no PvP, because I think they've broken it for now, and I think King's Isle should fix this, because they are way too overpowered for the little pips. And yeah. But that's Jay talking to me. I don't know what he's talking about. Might be in a match. But anyway, now I'm going to talk about that's my opinion on the new spells. Now I'm going to talk about the new gear. So I have some of it here. So here it is. I can just put it on for you. I have the tier 3 hat, tier 3 robe. Don't have the boots yet. I'm using the tier 2 ones. I don't have the theme either. I don't even have the good theme. I got this amulet. Put on this. Just putting on a hitting pet. So it's a pretty bad pet as well. So here's my, like, actually, here, I'm going to put this right on. So here are my stats with not even full gear and a bad pet and a bad theme. These are still pretty good stats for hitting for someone that's like really never hit before. Because this account was always a Jaden like team, this Wiz. But yeah, there's the resist. That's a lot of resist. Really good damage, decent damage as well. Actually, I wouldn't say really good. Accuracy is over the top. Crit is not too good, but that's enough to crit heals. That's what I do. When I play balance, I don't go for full crit. I go for like this amount of crits just so I can crit heals. Power Pip's really good. Pierce is not too good because I don't have the wand yet from Darkmoor, which is insane. I'll get to that. And here's the block. It's actually pretty good. Blocks most things. Healing is also pretty decent right there. It's 41 boost. And the Shadow Pip is, that's a lot of Shadow Pip. Chance. But anyway, the new gear is insane because they give you so much crit percent, but the robes, which I don't understand, they take, like here, I'll compare the two. Here's the Hades armor. You obviously get like double the health, which is good. You get more Power Pip. You lose Pierce though. But the wand usually makes up for it. You gain damage, gain resist, gain crit, and even the Shadow Pip chance. But the one thing that they lack is heal, boost, and block on almost all the pieces. And heal, boost, and block are like the 2 things that basically made PvP before this new gear, this new update came out. And I feel like they're trying to change the course of that because they literally just changed everything, basically. And that's, I don't know, they just changed everything about PvP when they made this update. It's becoming less and less skill-based and becoming more and more random, luck-based. That's what they're making PvP into. And yeah, so that's my opinion on the new gear. I think the new gear, I think it's fine in PvP, but it's just making it more luck-based because there's not a high block chance, so you can easily crit on someone. I guess they want to make it better for people, because I guess a lot of people complain about not critting on people when they have low blocks, so I guess they lower the block for them. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think the new gear's fine in PvP. I don't really have a problem with it. The wand is a little overpowered though. It's like it's like a lunar scepter with 10 pierce. It's insane, but I think that's fine as well because with all the jades in 1v1, I guess they had to do something about it, right? But anyway, that's my opinion on the gear. Now I'm going to get into the new queue. So here's the new queue. As you guys could see, you cannot see who you were facing or getting, therefore eliminating the whole setting thing. But I guess you can get a clue if you know who's queuing up. Excuse me. At certain times. So, but it is way harder to set now in PvP, which it's a good thing actually, because now that people can't set, it makes it easier for like people that fought Jades. I know it was really hard before this update to face Jades because we didn't have all the peers we have now. We didn't really have a lot of things actually, but yeah, with the new update, they basically eliminated Jades in 1v1. I mean, people still do it, but it's definitely not as good anymore because you just can't set for your opponent, and usually all the people that Jade 1v1 set for their opponent, maybe putting on the ring to their school and putting into spells in for that school, and that's usually what they do, and that is basically done now because you can't really set. So I guess that's a good thing, but it's also, personally, I think it's sort of a bad thing. In 1v1, I completely agree with it. I think that's totally fine. Setting in ranked 1v1, I thought that was stupid anyway. If you set for someone in ranked 1v1, you should. I don't think you should have been, because that's just stupid. But I think for 2v2 and 3v3, I think setting was fine because when me and Nick PvP'd, it was always set versus set. You know, it wasn't like because in 1v1, always one team set. One team always one person like I wouldn't say always, but when people did fight and one person did set, it was usually only one person that set and not both. So in 2v2, usually every time it was both teams that set, which actually made the match interesting because with both teams set, and it's actually pretty fun to watch. So I guess that was my opinion. I thought it was lots of fun in 2v2 and 3v3 with Nick and Chris. That setting, I thought that was lots of fun, and I actually really enjoyed that part about team PvP, was the whole setting thing, because I never really fought while setting for my opponents, and when they set for me too, I guess it was fair. So yeah, I'd say they should make it so you can agree to you know how say if I queued up in 2v2, you see how they have like little trial opponents. I think there should be another box for 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 that says like show opponents, and you could only get opponents that you could see. So if I click show opponents, and then I would see, you know, say there'd be a couple teams here that would, like, from this, they would turn to 2 people and turn to the schools, so I could see what teams I could possibly get. And let's say if you click that little check mark to do the teams, it would only pair you up with teams that have also checked that. So I feel like that could be way better for team PvP, because people could actually still set. And I think team PvP, the funnest part about it was setting. So hopefully, if KingStyle is watching this, you take that into consideration. A little button that you could see. You click like see opponents, and then if they click that too, you'd only be able to the ones that click that as well. And then you can only get people in matches that did that. I think setting was fun in the team. And same for 3v3 and 4v4. If you just click that little button, you could see opponents and only see the ones that have also clicked that, and only get the ones that have clicked that as well. I think that's a pretty good little thing that they could add, and hopefully they will. I don't know. It's just my opinion, but that so far is my opinion on all the new PvP stuff in the game recently added. I knew people were asking me to make this video multiple times. People were like, "What is your opinion on the new Darkmoor gear and the new spells and how they affect PvP?" And that's just my opinion on it in this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. More PvP stuff coming out soon, because I'm getting better from this illness, from my bronchitis. And I'm going to actually leave my Twitch in the description, because if you guys can go follow that. so you guys get an email saying that I'm live streaming, because I have been a lot recently. Almost every single day I've been live streaming for a few hours. So you guys can go over there in the description and click follow on that to get an update when I'm live streaming. Or if you have a Twitter as well, my Twitter's in the description, so you can go follow that. And that I post updates. I post when I post videos, and I also post on there when I'm streaming. So and cool opportunities such as giveaways and meetups and all that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. More PvP stuff coming out soon. Go check out the Twitch for the live streams and all that. And yeah, have a good day. Be back to PvP soon.